All right, I start with the milli. Is 10 raised to the power minus 3, which is 1 over 1000. So when placed before the meter, it is now called millimeter, which is equal to 1 over 1000 meter. Now, this milli is 1 over 1000. This second m is meter. For instance, 1 millimeter is the same thing as 1 times milli times meter. That is 1 times, I replace this first m because this first m represents milli, which is this 1 over 1000 meter. That gives me 1 times 1 over 1000 meter. So that 1 millimeter is 1 over 1000 meter. How about if we have something like 25 millimeter? This is simple as 25 times milli times meter. That is 25 times 1 over 1000 times m. That gives you 25 over 1000 meter. You see that now? Because this m that comes first represents milli. The second m is meter. So that is to say this is 0.025 meter. So if you find this video useful, please subscribe, share, and like. Okay, so if milli is used with second, as in millisecond, okay, we can write it in symbol ms. Or for instance, it's the same thing, the same principle apply. So 5 millisecond is the same thing as 5 millisecond, which is 5 times milli times second, which is 5 times 1 over 1000 times second. This will give me 5 over 1000 seconds. So this is the conversion. If I have a time or given time in millisecond, is same thing as 5 over 1000 seconds, which is 0.005 second. So this is how to do your conversion for milli. Milli is a submultiple, a decimal submultiple, a prefix that is placed before a unit in any of the physical quantity, unit of the physical quantities. So millisecond, millimeter, and so on. Then how about this centi? Centi C is another prefix, a submultiple, which represents 1 over 100, or maybe 10 raised to the power minus 2. So if centi is placed before meter, you have 1 centimeter, for instance. It's 1 times centi times meter, which is 1 times 1 over 100 times meter, which is 1 over 100 meters. So that 1 centimeter is 1 over 100 meters, which means if you are converting from centimeter to meter, you divide by 100. For instance, if you have 78 centimeter, it's simple as 78 centimeter, which is 78 times c times m. That gives you 78 times centi c is 1 over 100 times m. That's showing you how to convert 78 centimeters to a unit in meter. So that gives you 78 over 100. That gives you 0.78 meters. So this is how to convert from centimeter to meter. Okay, so how about if I'm to have kilo, for instance? This one is called a multiple. If it is placed before meter, it becomes kilometer. But a kilo is 1000. It's a multiple of 10 raised to the power 3. That is 1000. So if I place before a meter, it becomes kilometer, or meter, which is in abbreviation symbol, we call that km. If it's placed before Newton, it becomes kilonewton, which is written in short, kn. If it's placed before joule, it is called kilojoule, and so on and so forth. So it's 1000. For instance, if I have 1 kilometer, the same thing as 1 times kilo times meter. This is 1 times, what is my kilo? 1000 times, what is this meter? That gives me 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So how about if I give in a unit, 128, you are given this length to convert 128 kilometers. That gives you 128 times k times m. That gives you 128 times 1000 times m. That will give you 128000 meters. So 120 kilometers is that. Now, how do we convert in the other way? If I want to go back to converting from, let's say, meter to kilometer. So I have 1 meter. 1 meter. I first will write 1 meter equal 1 meter. Or I can say 1 meter is equal to, I can write this as 1000 over 1000 meter. I want to see the relationship between a meter and a kilometer. Relationship between a meter and a kilometer. So now this is my kilo. It means that 1 meter is equal to km, because this 1000 is my kilo, is my k, over what is this 1000, meaning that 1 meter is 1 over 1000 kilometer. So if I'm converting any figure, let's say I want to convert 252 meters to kilometer, it is 252 divided by 1000 kilometer. So if I'm changing any number, any measurement, any length from meter to kilometer, I'm going to divide by 1 meter is equal to 1 meter. Okay. Now 1 meter is equal to, I can say 100 over 100 meter. Okay. This can cancel out this. It's something as 1 meter equal 1 meter. Now, but the centimeter, but 1 over 100 is equal to C. Then 1 meter is equal to 100 times 1 over 100 times M. 1 meter is equal to 100 times, this is C. Okay, 100 over 100 is same times 100 times 1 over 100, because this times this is give you this. So times C M. So it means that therefore 1 meter is 100 centimeter. If you have 5 meters, it's the same thing as 500 centimeters.